sisters, my praying pranam to all of you again. We're blessed this morning to be in Satsang. Those of us who are here in Mandir, the Sri Harinarayan Mandir, and those of you who are at home joining us, I want to extend heartfelt welcome to all of you again, very sincerely, and I hope that we will all have a blissful satsang this morning. Satsang is very, very important. We're told that time and again. And so on behalf of the Sri Harinarayan Mandir members, all the Pandits, I would like again to say welcome to all of you. This month is very, very auspicious. We had observed Janamashmi, and then a week or so after we observe, and we're still observing puja, pratna to the feet of Ganapati Bhagawan or Sri Ganesha. Friday 10th, it's already gone, we have observed Ganesh Jayanti. This Parv occurs on the calendar or the Panchang, or as we say Patra, every month. The 14th day of every month we observe this Chaturthi. It is called Ganesh Chaturthi. But Friday 10th in the month of Bahadu or September we had observed Ganesh Jayanti, and it follows until today. Today will be Ganesh Visarjan. And so I thought of informing all of us, if you did not as yet, or you didn't get the opportunity to worship Sri Ganesha or Bhagawan Ganesha, then you have the opportunity. Today you can continue, or you could start your pratna to the feet of Ganesh Bhagawan. Also, today is Chaturdasi. Apart from being Ganesh Visarjan, it is also called Chaturdasi, a day that is dedicated to the feet of Bhagawan Shiva. I guess most of us, we worship Bhagawan Shiva. We are Bhakta of Bhagawan Shiva. As well as tomorrow will be Purnima. So if we look at our calendar, don't bother with it, Patra or the Panchang, because all of us can't read it. But if we follow our simple calendar, we will see every single day there is something in the calendar for us to observe, which will allow us to get very near to Bhagawan and will allow us to live a spiritual life. Because if every day we get involved in pratna, in prayers and in puja, obviously we will get very closer and very nearer to that Supreme Bhagawan. So I thought of reminding all of us, this is what I invite you to join in pratna. Before I ask our young Pandit Adarsh, I was asked especially by Pandit Maniji, who is the head of this, spiritual head of this mandir, to ensure that I ask him to come this morning, and if you want to do a pratna, if you want to explain a little on Bhagawan Ganesha, he can do so. Shall we pray? Om Sri Viganeshwaraya Namah. Om Sri Ganadipataye Namah. Om Shri Saraswate Namah. Om Varanarta Sanghanam रसानां चन्द्रसामपि मङ्गलानां च कर्तारो वन्दे वाणी विनायको ॐ श्री सरस्वते नमः श्रीरामचन्द्राय नमः श्रीकृष्णाय नमः ॐ कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारभुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि ॐ श्री गुरुचरण कमलेभ्यो नमः ॐ शान्ति 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 हरि ओम प्रेम से बोलो गणपति भगवान की जय Please join in this simple Om Gan Ganapati Namo Namah Shri Siddhi Vinayaka Namo Namah Ashtavinayaka Namo Namah Ganapati Baba I am quite certain our minds are now tuned to listen to this young, promising Pandit, Adarsh Maharaj.
Yeah.
Take it.
Ram, everybody. Pranam to all the Pandits here. Thank you to Pandit Mani for giving me this opportunity and this wonder. We join in prayers to Ganeshi. Om Gajanam Bhutagana Sevitam Tapittajambo Parasaravakshinam Umasutam Shokavinashakarakam Namami Vigneswaram this is the last day of the 10-day celebration of Ganesh Chaturthi, and there are many stories regarding the coming of Ganeshji. We know the popular katha where Parvati Ma created Ganeshji to guard the entrance as she took a bath. And there's also the katha where the Devas prayed to Bhagavan Shiva and Mata Parvati to bless the universe with Vigna Karta, or the one who would bring obstacles to the Rakshasas, or to prevent the Rakshasas from doing what they usually do. And therefore, he would be a Vigna Karta to the world, or Vigna Harta to the world, a remover of obstacles for all of us. And so we say he is the son of Bhagavan Shiva and Parvati, but really Ganeshji is that supreme Bhagavan, just as Bhagavan Shiva. According to the Atharva Shirsha, we say, the Ganesh Atharva Shirsha, we say, Tom Brahma, Tom Vishnustam, Rudrastam, Indrastam, Agnistam, Vayustam, Suryastam, Chandramatam, Brahma Bhurbhuvasvaram. We say, O Ganeshji, you are Brahma, you are Vishnu, you are Rudra. Tom Indras, Tom Agnistam. You are Indra, you are Agni. You are Vayu, the wind god. You are Surya, you are Chandrama, the moon. You are Brahman, or the absolute consciousness. And you pervade the Bhurbhuvas Swaram Lokas. You are Om itself, or Param. We say further, Tvam Bhumi Rapo Nalo Nilo Nava, Tvam Chatvari Vakpadani. That you are Bhumi, the earth. You have manifested as water, wind, and the sky, and fire. And you are also Chatvari Vakpadani. You are the 4 types of speech. So, O Ganapati, help us realize your essence as all of these things. Ganeshji is really the source of everything. We know Ganapati to be the remover of all obstacles, and we worship him at the beginning of everything. But even more than that, Ganeshji can truly remove obstacles in all situations and everywhere for us. And how does this happen? This happens by having a devotion to Ganeshji, and by worshipping Ganeshji, and studying the practices of studying his true nature. And how can we do this? One way of studying this nature of Ganeshji is through Karma Yoga, through actions of serving. We realize that Ganeshji is present in all beings, because he is that Supreme Brahma. And by serving all the creation of that Supreme Brahma, that Param Brahma, then we serve Bhagavanji. And by doing this, we understand the true nature of Bhagavan, and we can learn what Bhagavanji truly is. So as this celebration comes to an end, I urge all of you to continue to show your devotion to Ganeshji as you've done throughout this celebration, throughout this period, and continue to worship him in the ways you do, through mantras, bhajans, going to mandir, or watching through Facebook or Zoom. And also practice Karma Yoga, practice serving the creation of Bhagavanji, and he will bless us with that wisdom, success, and happiness, and remove all of our obstacles that we may face. Join me in the Ganesh Gayatri as we conclude. We say, O Ekadanta, who is the one with the single tusk, we pray to your conscious form, your omnipresence. We meditate onto the one with the curved trunk, so that we can be blessed with wisdom. May you awaken our consciousness, we pray. Om Ekadantaya Vidmahe Vakradandaya Dhimahi Tanno Pandit Prachodayat. Om
listening to Pandit Adarsh reminding us of Ganapati Bhagawan and the importance of worshipping Ganapati Bhagawan. When I comment, I recite the very first sloka that is in Balkand of Ramayana, Varanamarta Sangana. And Tulsi Das Ji, the greatest poet during his time, he was full of knowledge and wisdom, and what he said, I bow in reverence, or I bow in salutation to Vande Vani Vinayako. Vani there is goddess or Saraswati Ma, who is the goddess of speech, and Vinayaka, Lord Ganesh. So we were told that, and I heard him said that in all our endeavors or in all our undertaking, we worship Ganesha, we worship Bhagavan Ganesha. And why did Tulsidas did that? He was brilliant. He was full of wisdom, he was wise. But he taught the entire world, all of us, that we must not be over too confident in ourselves. Above us, there is a higher source, and that is Bhagavan. And Bhagavan has many names. Vinayako, Vinayaka, Ganesha, Lambodara. There are many reasons and the meaning behind these names. In fact, Sahasranam, Bhagavan, this God that we worship has thousands of names. And so, not to deviate from the topic, we learned from Tulsidas Ji, this great poet, that in all our endeavors, we must seek God's protection first. So before he commenced the writing of the Tulsi Ramayana properly, he taught the world, and he did it. He bowed in salutation, or he worshipped, to be more precise, he worshipped Ganapati Bhagavan and Saraswati Ma, so that he will not make any error, or not even one doha, or one line chaupai yet slipped up with in this Ramayana. For those of us who are reading Ramayana, we don't know Ramayana, but we're trying to learn Ramayana, we can read through, and we will see that not even one single line or even one single word he made mistake with. Because why? He seek the guidance of Ganapati Bhagavan or Ganesha. And so we are reminded, for 10 days, we had the opportunity to worship Ganapati Bhagavan. So what really happened when it's Ganesh Jayanti, when it occurs every year, most mandirs, they will consecrate or stapan, which is a Hindi word, stapan the Ganesha Murti, and they will worship it. They will worship it for 10 days or 10 nights, whenever it's available, and at the end of it, which is today, which is called Ganesh Visarjan. Visarjan means coming to an end, or they will end off the puja. Then they take it to the Ganges and they lose it there. They do pratna, they do puja, they do prayers, and they lose it. Because for 10 days and 10 nights they worship this great Devata who is the source of all knowledge. Those of us who really want to understand ourselves and understand this world, I recommend that we all worship Bhagavan Ganesha. Because if we worship Bhagavan Ganesha, here Tulsidas continue to say that the originator of songs, all songs originated, and all the entire alphabet originated from Bhagavan Ganesha. Not only that, but he ensured success in our life. I am repeating a couple of words what RSG said. Yes, if we want to be successful here and even hereafter, we must worship Bhagavan Ganesha because he is the remover of all impediments and obstacles. I heard this said, and you know it, prayers remove mountains. You believe that? You ever use any prayer and it move mountains? Huh? Yes, it is true. It really means that no matter how mountainous our problems are, prayer can remove it. You see? So prayer can remove all our mountain-like problems. And therefore, whatever we're undergoing and experiencing, oh, life is so busy. Life, we are so busy, especially in Canada. I have traveled a little, but I've never seen a country as busy as Canada, right? In Canada, high calm, high paisa, right? So we're very busy, and for us to be successful in all our undertaking, and more so to be victorious over all our difficulties and problems, then our text reminds us, our Vedic literature reminds us to revere the feet of Bhagavan Ganesha. When we revere the feet, when we adore and worship Bhagavan Ganesha, then he will bless us with the intellect so that we can able to apply our knowledge accordingly. Quite a lot of human beings, they're blessed with buddhi, vivek, or vigyan. Brilliant, but sometimes we don't know when to apply our knowledge and wisdom. And for us to know that, we must worship Ganapati Bhagavan. Now it does not end. After today, don't stop and say Ganesh Visarjan and we stop. Continue. And that is why we have decided to use today, being the last day of Ganesh Jayanti, to remind all of us, continue to worship. In fact, we should start back. We should continue and commence worship as from today onwards. Having learned so much about the importance of Ganapati Bhagavan, of Ganesh Bhagavan, we should continue our entire life to worship Bhagavan Ganesha. If we do so, nothing in this world will be difficult for us to overcome. If we want to overcome our difficulties, our trials, and our obstacles, then worship Bhagavan Ganesha, because Tulsidas Ji said that he ensured success. All of us want to be successful. All of us want to be victorious. All of us want to be happy and prosperous. It's not possible without the grace of Sri Ganesha. Having said all of this, I would like all of us to join maybe in one or two verses in the Sumiran of Ram. Jo sumirat siddhi ho. Offer your prayer and surrender to the feet of Ganapati Bhagavan. Jo sumirat siddhi ho. Tulsidas, see what he said. May Lord Ganesha ensure success as I commence the writing of Ramcharitmanas. He who carries on his shoulders the beautiful head of an elephant, who is a repository of wisdom and an abode of blessed qualities, shower his grace again and again. So here Ganapati Bhagavan is worshipped. Tulsidas, he took time off. He did not waste time, but he reminds, he taught the entire world, no matter who we are, we must supplicate, we must adore, we must bow, we must worship this Devata that ensure success, that ensure or the bestower of wisdom, and also he's an abode of blessed qualities. When we worship Ganapati Bhagavan, we will portray good qualities or blessed qualities, or we will elevate ourselves. We will not remain where we are. To err is human, we are all imperfect. All of us are imperfect, but for us to attain perfection, then we're advised through Ramcharitmanas to follow the pattern of Tulsidas, a great poet. Words cannot describe this great poet. He did not only wrote Ramayana, but he did some beautiful bhajans. He wrote some beautiful bhajans which most of us chant or we sing. I recall Ram Guna Gai Ke Magana Baya Tulasi Baya Ram Guna Gai Ke Magana Baya Tulasi Ram Guna Gai Ke Magana Baya Tulasi. It's a very old bhajan. Maybe Ratimon will remember that. Or maybe your Nani probably was singing those bhajan. That was written by Tulsidas, and he bowed, he did salutation, he seek the blessings and most of all the protection of Bhagavan Ganesha. Then, in conclusion, you and I, we must supplicate, we must surrender and worship Bhagavan Ganesha. Today, as I said, is Chaturdasi, a beautiful day to Bhagavan Shiva, as well as tomorrow is Purnima, so I'm reminding you so you will not forget. And after tomorrow, what happened? A very important Parv again, or 1/4 night. You see, we have to go on and on all the time. Then what will start? Pitri Paksh. Pitri Paksh, maybe one day Pandit Mani or Pandit Vishnu or I, we will probably discuss Pitri Paksh. I wish we could have probably spent 3 sessions or so and discuss. We can't finish it in 3 sessions, but I wish sometime we will probably have a whole 7 sessions of discussion on Pitri Paksh, a part of fortnight that many people do not understand, and there's so much dispute about Pitri Paksh because we do not fully understand what is Pitri Paksh and who are our Pitris. But we're not here for that today, but I'm just introducing what next is coming up. As Mamu asked me if I'm going to say anything on Pitri Paksh, I said no, we already plan to announce Purnima. Today is also Shiva Chaturdasi and also Ganesh Visarjan. So we can, my father said, too much of one thing. Anybody can help me? Too much of one thing is good for nothing. He said, buy if the cup full, now must put nothing else in the cup because they can run over and make mess. You know, it will dirty up the place. So I don't want to fool you and, you know, and by the time you leave here, you forget. So today is also Shiva Chaturdasi. We will do maybe a voice, or maybe a prarthana to Bhagavan Shiva. Namami Shamisha Nirvana Rupam Vibhum Vyapakam Bhaveda Swarupam Niyam Nirgunam Nirvikalpam Niriyam Chiraka Shavasam Nirvadekam Karalam I want to thank all of you again for attending Mandir, those of you who are in Mandir this morning, and for those of you who are at home and allow us to come into your home and you are with us or we are with you, vice versa. I want to thank you and may Ganapati Bhagavan richly inspire, guide, bless and protect all of us and our entire family. I want to extend happy belated birthday to Bahinji Annie and her brother by Brian. Birthday greetings are extended to you on behalf of all of us and the other members of the Sri Hari Narayan Mandir. I have seen Kumarji was reminding me about Pitri Park. Thank you, Kumarji. I had it. Mahamu remind me. So it's good to have all these members to inform us because sometimes we get carried away towards Pandits. We get forgetful because we have to study so much from the scriptures. So may Bhagavan richly bless all of you. Again, we join in final Havan. And I want to thank Pandit Vishnuji. As soon as he came in this morning, I was to do puja and pravachan, as well as the Pandit Adarsh. But then when he came in, I said, Panditji, you do puja, I will do pravachan. So Pandit Vishnuji, thank you so much for assist us this morning, even though you are a Pandit here, you still was willing and you did not refuse. And so thank you again, Panditji. Prem se bolo Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki Jai. Okay.
Devotees, as we proceed to do final Havan, I would just like to add a little bit that thank you, Panditji, for allowing us this opportunity that we get to at least listen a little bit of this Ganesh Utsav 2021, which nothing much was said in the mandir here, as we all know. And our young Pandit here, Pandit, I can't remember Adarsh. Adarsh, yes. I don't use his name, but I say young Pandit all the time, so that make it easy for me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that he's doing so well, and what she mentioned, this is like an everyday katha where you listen that, oh, Ganesh was put in front of that door because Mother Parvati had to go take a bath, then Bhagwan Shiva gets so upset and cut the head out. That kahani go on and on and on. But you have the Ganesh Upasana, if you read that book, there is a gazillions of kahani katha dealing about Ganesh Bhagwan. But what I want to say here this morning, that there is a special reason why any Pandit you sit for puja with your devotees, you perform Ganesh Bhagwan puja, very first thing. Because you know what, it might not be surprise to you guys here, but I'm going to tell you now, that the command of ladies in this universe is very high. And I bow to each and every one of you, because I had this conversation at work, and I was telling a next lady, an Indian lady, I tell her in front of her face that without you guys, not to make her feel proud, but I tell her the way how I feel. Without you guys, you ladies, we men, we are nothing. I guarantee each and every one of you, right? I'm not disregarding anybody the way you live your life, that's up to you. But you guys should know that you are the Lakshmi for wherever you are. That command was made by Mother Parvati, because she was so upset to know that Bhagwan Shiva had done this to Bhagwan Ganesh. And that's the command, that any puja should be started, he should be the one first to be worshipped, because what? He was standing there to protect his mother when something like this happened. So that's why she made that command, that he should be the first one, first puja to be performed, because he was here standing to protect and remove sickness, sorrow, pains, and sufferings. So, Panditji, you have done very well. Not you, Pandit, but Adarsh. And I've listened to him when they were having that 21 night of Bhagavad Katha at that mandir over there, what, Sri Krishna, something like that? Yeah. And I listened to him on Facebook, and he's here right now. I'm going to make it public for him, that this kid here, this guy, he chewed away Sanskrit so much in this Bhagavad Gita. The next day I called the father. I asked him what was going on. He said, Panditji, he always like a backbencher, but father told me that he exceed 5 level in Sanskrit, so I think, three level of Sanskrit, so I think he's more prominent and more advanced in Sanskrit than English. I think he deserves a round of applause. So with the blessings of all of us as parents, Jai Ho to you, God blessings. Let me take one more, but then in the meantime we conclude the short hour.
Dhanyavad Panditji. Mothers are Shakti. You are the power. Without the ladies, we can't exist and we can't function. That is why we call them Shakti. We are Shakta and you all are Shakti. So we are happy to have you with us, all the ladies, mothers, father, mother, sister, daughter, etc. Arti or? Okay. Om, everybody stand for Arti, please. Om Yani Kani Japa Pani Janmantar Kitani Ja Tani Tani Videshanti Praksharaya Pare Pare. Arati Sri Ramayana Ji Ki Kirati Kalita Lalita Siya Pi
आरती श्री रामायण जी की
If you know anyone is experiencing any illness, any difficulties, any problems, you pray for them also and your entire family. Shall we join in Pratna?
Devotees of God, as we conclude this morning's satsang, we pray for the Divine Father, Bhagavan Prabhu, once again. Thank you, Lord. As we take our leave from this beautiful place, we say, Bhagavan Prabhu, that you continue to bless us, not for today only, but for our entire life, as we make offerings to you, we ask that we for guidance and protection as we pray. We pray for family, lost loved ones, family have sick ones, whether home different activities that's happening in this world. We pray for the ones who cannot even pray for themselves. We pray for the ones that are creating problems into this world, Bhagavan Prabhu. And as we call upon you, Lord, with the vibrations of these prayers, travel to each and every one of them so we can be able to change the life of each and every one of them to have a better life as we pray. Om Namo Shri Bhagavat Vasudevaya Namaha. Om Gajananam Bhutganani Sevitam Kapita Jambo Palachara Lakshanam Umasutam Shoka Vinashikarikam Namami Vigneswara Pada Pankajam. Om Papum Papu Karamaham Papu Yatma Papu Sambhava Prahiman Pundarikacham Sarva Papo Haro Hare Mantrahinam Kriyahinam Bhaktahinam Janajanam Yajya Pujatam Maya Deva Paripurnam Tanasvame. Om Bhare Bhare Bharamangam Harisuneva Sirira Parisuram Janapavai Bhaktisara Sadsangasya Bhajuramachandra Ki Jai Sharan Prabhu Umapati Mahadeva Ki Jai Pavana Hanuman Ki Jai Siya Bhajuramachandra Ki Jai Sharan Prabhu. Om Yau Shanti Antariksha Gwan Shanti Prithvi Rapa Shanti Ushadaya Vanaswatya Shanti Vishwadeva Brahma Sarvevam Shanti Deva Shanti Sharma Shanti Devi Hari Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Guru is the Lord of the drum as you give thanks to the Divine Father of the Guru. May you continue to shower peace upon the earth, peace upon the heavens, and also peace upon the water. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurue Namah. Hari Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. प्रेम से बोलो गणपति भगवान की जय। प्रेम से बोलो श्री शंकर भगवान की जय। प्रेम से बोलो सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। सर्व संतन की जय जय सीताराम।
Devotees, we have come to the end of today's satsang. Thanks again and again to all of you who in temple, who is in this mandir, and those of you who are at home and who join us. Thanks again, and may Bhagavan blessings be with all of us. Thank you again. Jai Sri Krishna.
Mangal
Devotees of ours who join in prayers. To Bhagwan Ram, Bhagwan Krishna this morning, we say thank you, Lord, once again for gracing us with this lovely opportunity that we wake up from bed, perform our chores at home, and we come to this beautiful place of worship in giving thanks to the Divine Father Bhagwan Prabhu. That friends, loved ones, each and every one of us, we always like to have that shining light in this body, mind, and soul. None of us would like to have darkness in our lives. All of us want to be happy as we pray for the entire world of Bhagwan Prabhu, that this world is in so much of darkness at this moment. That as we bow to your feet, Bhagwan Prabhu, we ask of you, Lord, that you shower your blessing upon us and the sheet of darkness that may thou remove. That if there was any error that was made by man, we ask of you, Bhagwan Prabhu, for forgiveness. As we pray to you, we strive in this world with all resources to make ourselves happy, Bhagwan Prabhu. But when darkness, pains, and sorrow, miseries hit us, our life has changed instantly. And as we bow our Bhagwan Prabhu, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, we bow to your feet, Bhagwan Prabhu. Jai
Lingam, okay. Oh my God, do lingam. Come, you don't, yeah. All right, you want to do lingam? Okay. We'll commence the ling puja, and those of you, after it's shorter, those of you who would like to go and do abhishek on the lingam, you can do so. Om Nagindra Trayalocanaya Vasmangaradaya Maheshwaraya Nityaya Sudadigamaraya Tasmai Nagaraya Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya
शिवसनिधौ शिवलोकमवाप्नोति शिवेन
Devotees are
सदा
offering so that we can come forward and please.
Govinda Bhagavan ki jai. Okay,
Hare